Good morning, student. Let's begin our lesson number 2, chemical changes and reaction. That we completed our few portion, that is definition of chemical change, and the other portion like mixture condition for the chemical change, mixing, solution, heat, light, electricity, pressure and catalyst, that we finish. Then another point also we finish, the characteristic of the chemical reaction, where characteristic like evolution of gas, change of color, formation of the precipitate, change of state, etc. Till here our first unit from chapter number 2 we finish. Now next let's start our next point, that is a type of chemical change or chemical reaction. A type of chemical change, there are 4, like direct combination reaction, which is also called a synthesis, decomposition reaction, displacement reaction and double decomposition reaction. So first chemical change reaction, or first the chemical reaction, we can say the direct combination or synthesis. A reaction, what is the meaning of that? A reaction in which 2 or more substances combine together to form a single substance is called combination reaction or synthesis, which means that here I am telling you, like I am explaining you, like suppose H2, when H2 react with the O2, it convert into the H2O. So the gaseous form of H2 and gaseous form of O2 combine and form a water molecule H2O. So A plus B combine and form AB. So 2 or more than 2 compounds react together and form a single product, which is called a direct combination reaction. In direct combination reaction, here some examples are given. Let's discuss that example. The first example, that is the example number 1, when carbon and oxygen, which means that when the carbon burn in presence of oxygen, it will convert into the carbon dioxide. So the A plus B convert into the AB, single product. Heat, here plus heat, which means that what is the meaning of plus heat? During this reaction the heat is generated, heat also produced, that's why here it is written plus heat. Second reaction, the reaction between iron and sulfur to form iron sulfide, which means that the iron plus sulfur when we heat at beginning, it convert into the sulfur iron sulfide. So why here plus? Here also a heat will become. So heat is required to start a reaction, but once start it continue exothermally, which means that at beginning when the reaction we need to start, for starting point we require some heat, but when the reaction is started, heat is generated and heat is evolved, which means that reaction is known as exothermic reaction. So we can say that it continue exothermally. So various salt can be prepared by this method. For example, here the iron chloride, iron 3 chloride, 3 chloride. Okay. Next example, second point, the element and the compound combine to give a new compound. So here the one element O2 is an element and CO2 is a compound, CO is a compound. So the carbon monoxide and the oxygen combine together, and in presence of heat it convert into the carbon dioxide. Another O2 element combined with the CO2 compound and form a twice SO3, combine with the SO2 compound and form a SO3. Okay, understood? Say a third type of direct combination reaction, 2 compound or 2 or more compound combine to form a single product, which means here ammonia also compound, hydrochloric also compound, and ammonia and hydrochloric acid both the combine together and form ammonium chloride. Second, in this reaction, the carbon monoxide or the calcium oxide plus water combine together. Calcium oxide also a compound, water also compound. Both the compound combine together and form a new compound. Single product will be formed. Quicklime, calcium oxide is called as a quicklime, and the slakelime will be formed. So you can say that here the slakelime, CaOH twice, is used for the whitewashing. When the solution of the slakelime is applied to the walls, calcium hydroxide reacts slowly with the carbon dioxide present in the atmosphere to form a thin layer of the calcium carbonate on the wall of the building. So, as you know that at building, the tuna we are applying, which is called a slakelime. So, the layer of the calcium carbonate form gives a shiny finish. Another from this compound. So, the reaction of the photosynthesis. Here the carbon dioxide react with the water in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. Glucose will be formed and oxygen is evolved. So, the small molecule of carbon dioxide and water used to make a glucose. This is also a direct combination reaction. Here some experiment also given to find out the direct combination reaction, how to perform a direct combination reaction. So, take some black lead sulfide in a test tube and heat it. The black sulfide react with oxygen to form a white lead sulfide, which means that the here combined sulfur lead sulfide compound react with the oxygen and form a sulfur dioxide, the black sulfide. Take a black lead sulfide, this is black lead sulfide in test tube and heat it. Heat it, which means that when any substance we heat in presence of oxygen. So, oxygen already present in there. So, we convert into the black sulfide, react with the oxygen to form a lead sulfide, PbSO4. Now, hold the piece of the magnesium ribbon, which means that a magnesium piece, over the flame. It burns with a dazzling white light. Underline this, very important point. The burn with a dazzling white light to form a magnesium oxide. So, this is also called a synthesis. So, making of new product is direct combination reaction also useful.